Hey there, so I just finished another great video by Nathan and Logan Toxic, Blu-ray Anonymous, Logan Toxic, and if you're not subscribed to Drunken Films Go, you really should. This time it's Holiday Films 101, Introduction to Holiday Films, and there's some great stuff that he mentioned there. But as always, we have a disagreement. And first let's get a couple things out of the way. There's Home Alone 5. I'm sorry, stay away from bridges. Stay away from bridges. There is a Home Alone 5. It just came out. Jingle All the Way is a movie celebrating commercialism. And it has Sinbad in it. Sinbad. Sinbad. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about It's a Wonderful Life and Frank Capra. Frank Capra was not originally from the United States. He immigrated here, well, there, and he struggled as a child with poverty, like many people did. Now, when Frank Capra started making films, he started making them in the silent era, and when he made talkies, now we were talking about Depression era America, and Capra's films were meant to be uplifting, enriching, and heartwarming. They weren't cynical. You'd have to be pretty cynical to take his movies cynically. Just saying. It's a Wonderful Life is not about a guy whose life didn't go the way he wanted to, and now his life sucks. That's the misconception that he has. That's the whole crux of the movie, is that when you're young, what you imagine your life is going to be like is way, way different than what your life is most likely going to be like. Your little town seems like a cell that you want to get out of, and you see the big city and the bright lights, and you think that's what you want. You see money, commercialization, consumerism, and that's what you want. But that's what George wanted. But stuff happened in his life, and he didn't leave the little town. Not because he was stuck there, not because of some thought of feeling that he had to stay there, but because at the end of the day, he found exactly what he needed: home. He didn't have to go away to be successful. He was loved. He was the pillar of his community. He didn't have to go away to find happiness. He had a wonderful family, loving kids, a beautiful, loving wife. And for one moment, he forgets it. One crappy thing happens in his life by a miserable person, a miserable, cynical person, that makes him forget it. And Clarence walks him through his life and shows him, look, what you thought was going to happen when you were younger, it didn't happen. So much more, so much better, so much more enriching things happened. It's not about the fact that somebody else will have a crappy time or have a worse life if he's not around, so he has to stay there. It's about how many people you touch in your life along the way. And if you haven't realized it yet, it's something I live by. I'm a huge Capra fan. Meet John Doe, It Happened One Night. I'm a huge Frank Capra fan. And It's Wonderful Life happens to be one of my favorite Christmas movies. Right up there with, Black Christmas and A Christmas Story, which are very different Christmas films, but hey. I had to get that out there because It's a Wonderful Life is not a cynical film or a depressing film It's really not. That's not the message of It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of the most idealistic films. And unfortunately, society became cynical, and Capra's later films did not do as well. Hell, It's a Wonderful Life originally did not do well because of the fact that society had become cynical and didn't believe in the world and the America that Frank Capra still hoped and dreamed for. I've gotten way mushier here than I intended to, but this movie is near and dear to my heart. Again, guys, it's another great video, and although we don't agree on some issues, I really enjoy making response videos to your Drunken Film School 101 channel. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, shame, subscribe to Drunken Film School, subscribe to Blu-ray Anonymous, subscribe to Logan Toxic. They are very, very good. No, they're great YouTubers, and they're great guys. And they have a true love for talking about film, the same as I do. And that's why we rumble a bit in what we say. But go back and try watching It's a Wonderful Life through the eyes of the idealist that still believes that that type of world and that type of simple happiness is still possible. Merry Christmas, y'all. See y'all. There's my rapping word. Yeah, I'm not gonna rap. I'm gonna leave that to Logan. I can't do that. I tried once. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. As for other Christmas movies that I like, there's a ton of them. Scrooge is a favorite of mine. I just love Carol Kane in that film. It's a fun film. Of course, Miracle on 34th Street, Blu-ray Anonymous, Nathan Dude, see Miracle on 34th Street, the original. It's an incredible film. It's just a fun film. Those are the type of movies you watch at Christmas. Mickey's Christmas Carol. Everybody gotta watch Mickey's Christmas Carol. Then you go watch the Muppets Christmas Carol, and you watch the classic Alistair Sim Christmas Carol. And if you want to see a tour de force in acting, watch Patrick Stewart. It's a one-man Christmas Carol. And you can kind of ignore the animated Jim Carrey one. That could have been so much better. So remember, it's getting closer to Christmas. Don't ask for a BB Red Ryder shotgun, because you can shoot your eye out. It's time for tea.